Hey everyone, hope you're having a good new year. I wanted to touch on something. I'm going to try and do some videos that are a little bit shorter and a little bit kind of more poignant. And they're going to be very random. So you're going to find me in all kinds of gear as I'm going out the door to the gym and bits and bobs like that. But I get the thought in my mind and I need to do it. So what I want to do is I want to talk about emotions, okay? And let me start by saying I see myself as very much of a emotional prison, okay? I don't deal with emotions very well. I tend to lock them inside me because I don't want to deal with them. And it's not because, you know, there's a lot that's to be said about, oh, men, you know, feel like they can't release their emotions and they see it as weakness. I'm not too sure if it's that for me. I feel that mine, as I look more and more into it and try and decipher my childhood and things that have happened to me that may have caused this, mine's like an automatic thing. So if I get upset or I feel like I'm getting upset, my body just shuts it down and either turns it into anger, because it's a lot easier route, or yeah, it just buries it deep. I don't know why this is. I believe it's probably down to the relationship that I had with my father, the emotional relationship, and our inability to be free with emotions like together, i.e. Getting upset and crying, mainly because you're frustrated because you can't talk to each other, was seen as a big no-no in my family. And it's only now that I've got to 37 that I feel that this has had a massive impact on me, and I'm probably looking at about 14-15 years maybe. I haven't cried, and I don't feel sadness when I go to funerals and other places, and sometimes it worries me that I'm kind of emotionally incapable, you know. But I see this as a problem, and as I say, the first step to anything is realizing that there is an issue, and that you could live a better life with that issue out of the way, okay? And I don't think this is going to get solved in 2 seconds, but I know about it, and I want to decipher it and explore it. And that doesn't mean I want to become like a bawling wreck of tears, but a lot of my stuff is driven towards my personality and my relationship with my daughter, and I really don't want her to end up 31 years down the line and to be in the same state as me. I might not be able to fix myself in the near future, because once, you know, these things were put in place 20 odd years ago, and therefore they're probably going to take just as long to get out of me. Whereas my daughter's in the state where these things are getting plugged in, and the last thing I want to do is repeat the relationship that I had with my father with my daughter, because let's be honest, it's still going on 20 odd years down the line. You know, the relationship has not changed, and I think being emotionally free, it is good, because you know what, when you don't let it out, you just hold it in. And your body's just a big pressure cooker, and the more you hold in, the only way it's got to affect pressure and to release is within on your body organs, okay? And I've had a lot of issues with stress due to muscular issues. You know, I'm very cramped up and ready to kind of defend myself, and sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it. And this has had quite an impact on my muscular setup and the pressures that I put on my lungs and my heart, especially when I'm doing fizz. So I'm trying to do a lot of kind of like relaxation and stretching to try and relieve that. But if I'm honest, the damage is kind of done. So, like I said, first step, know about it, assess it, do something about it. Hey, that's me. Ladies, people.